So the situation I have here is that we have a hive that needs a new queen. So the hive that we're gonna focus on is this hive right here. It's in the nuke, and originally their queen failed. They requeened. That means that they made a new queen, and then the bees ended up hatching out a new queen. She ended up going on her mating flight, coming back, laying a couple of eggs or so, and then she ended up dying for whatever reason. So what I had to do was I had to come over to my hive here, and I took out a frame of bees, and they also, on that frame, they also had bees that are in the process of hatching. The reason that I took those bees out was because the worker bee during this time of the year only lives 42 days. So I wanted to give the bees in this hive a chance because they have no baby bees in here. They only have the eggs that the queen laid. So we'll get into the math in another video. If I were to leave it up to the bees in this hive that do not have brood, cat brood, or they rarely have any eggs, the hive wouldn't survive just based on mathematics, and we'll go into that. So when I came over here, the first thing I did was open up this hive to make sure that they had brood to spare, which this hive is doing very well. And I made sure that the queen from this hive is not present on any frames. So I take that frame, because I have made that mistake before. I've actually taken a frame with a queen from another hive and put them in straight into a hive that they didn't belong to, and they killed the queen almost immediately. So I made sure the queen was on the frame. I took that frame and I brought it over to this hive. And people will ask, well, don't the bees have to, won't they fight? The answer is not right now. The nurse bees here that were on the frame, we'll take a look in a second. They didn't come in through the entrance, so the bees don't pick up the activity as robbing. So if you see just the front of the hive now, the new bees are kind of orienting themselves to their new home. So now I traveled to the store and I bought a new queen. And what this new queen will do, she comes in a cage, because remember what I said, they'll immediately kill her if she doesn't belong to this hive. And it comes with a candy block here. And the bees will eat themselves, they will eat the candy to release the new queen once they get used to her pheromone. So there are two corks that come in these queen cages. The cork here immediately releases the bees and the attendees. You can see it right here. This side, I need to remove the cork, and that's your candy, the substance here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to smoke the entrance to let the bees know I'm here. I know they probably aren't in the best mood. We're going to put this queen to the side, right here. We're going to lift up the hive. Going to smoke, so let the bees know I'm coming. Close it down. Now I'm going to slowly pick this top up. In here you can see that you have bees, lots and lots of bees. This is the brood frame that I put in earlier. So I'm just going to smoke these bees here gently. Then I am going to set the queen in between the frames. And I probably like to come here because I don't have a lot of wax to battle with. So you typically want to put these in the beginning, the middle, or the end of frames. Then I'm going to close the hive right here. See, the bees are getting a little upset. You see one fly straight at me. So I'm going to smoke. And you already see they're attracted to the pheromone. I'm going to take my hive, my hive top, my telescopic cover. I'm going to place it. And I'm going to close the hive. And that is how you requeen a hive. And then within 3 days, I'll come out here to see if they released her, and hopefully they will accept her.